Will you make any attempt at a conditional surrender?
No, sir. The question is either we live or we die.
Dhaka, December 1971. A Pakistani commander leans over a map. His cigarette burns down to nothing. Outside, artillery. Inside, calculations. Can we hold? He thinks yes. He's wrong. Then a single piece of information arrives. Indian troops are already behind you. A full brigade, in position. Escape route gone. He doesn't lose the war in that moment because of bullets. He loses it because he believes something. And once you believe you're surrounded, you already are. This is stance. We don't report history, we interrogate it. What you just witnessed wasn't propaganda. It wasn't misinformation. It wasn't spin. It was cognitive warfare, the science and the art of making your enemy defeat themselves. You don't destroy their army. You destroy their certainty. Because a soldier who doubts hesitates. A commander who hesitates collapses. And a force that believes it's already lost is. December 1971, India had 13 days. Not weeks, not months. 13 days to end the war before international pressure forced the ceasefire. Speed wasn't a strategy, speed was survival. Every hour of Pakistani resistance was another hour for diplomacy to intervene. So India needed Pakistani commanders to stop fighting before they were militarily finished. That's a different problem entirely. You can't bomb a decision, but you can engineer one. Indian paratroopers drop at Tangyal, a genuine decisive military operation. But here's what made it historic. India didn't just execute the move, they broadcast it. One photograph, strategic channels, one message cut through the noise. We are already behind you. Not a lie, not quite the whole truth. A precisely timed signal designed to land in the mind of every Pakistani officer who saw it. At exactly the moment, their confidence was already cracking. This is the part military historians underestimate. The timing of information is a weapon. By this point, Pakistani forces were already bleeding out. Supply lines fractured, command structure fragmented, morale hanging by a thread. And into that fragile psychological state, India drops one idea. You're surrounded. The mind doesn't need proof when it's already afraid. It fills in the gap. It catastrophizes. It convinces itself that the fight is over before the fight is over. That's not weakness. That's neuroscience. Fear is not rational, and war exploits that ruthlessly. December 1971, Dhaka falls. 93,000 Pakistani troops lay down their arms. The largest military surrender since World War II. And the war, which could have dragged on for months, ends in 13 days. This is what perception dominance looks like on a scoreboard. Here is where we take our position. Some will call that India did manipulation. We call it strategy. There's a difference between deceiving a civilian population and outmaneuvering a military adversary psychology. One is a war crime. The other is war. India accelerated the end of a conflict that was costing lives every single hour. And they did not with superior firepower, but with superior information architecture. That deserves to be studied, not sanitized. In 1971, it took one photograph to reshape a commander's reality. Today, your reality is being reshaped before breakfast. Algorithms decide what you see first. Headlines are written to move you before they inform you. Foreign governments, corporations, political campaigns, all running cognitive operations at scale, in real time, on your phone. The battlefield moved, you're standing on it. The only question is, are you aware of the ground beneath your feet? Wars used to end when armies fell. Now they end or begin when enough people believe a certain thing. In 1971, India understood that first, and they acted on it. The war was won in the mind. It always is.